More chromium required. That can be arranged. Oh, come on! Oh, it didn't crash. It flashed up saying this game has crashed, and it's like, actually, you know what? We've done that twice today already. We'll give you a break. 60 more days until the Pacific states are done. New American syndicalism takes 42. Well, we can start another focus, and in the time that second focus completes, we will have rebuilt the Atlantic states. That's true. Yeah, we are completely cut off, and without a port. So that apparently is easily fixed. Reed Zone Division, go get me that port. And then at that point I'll basically say hold these three, and we'll be able to hold this central area indefinitely. Very good point, Heresy. Thank you. And it looks like Mexico is getting their act together and actually developing an army for this.
Ready.
You guys massively under strength or something? Oh, a couple of you are. Why are you so under strength? What are you Oh! Ha! Hi! How's it going? I've been invaded!
Ready, sir.
Yeah, that's just the subscriber mod not working properly for whatever reason. Come on.
Raiding party!
Midgeman, thank you very much for the raid. Hello to Midge's followers. Hello, hello, hello. What have you guys been playing?
Ready, sir.
Are you staying put? You're staying put. So we should be able to hold this pretty much indefinitely. Now I just need to worry about Florida. This is all Ben's fault. Losing Florida to the Canadians. I have no manpower. This is causing me issues.
Ready.
So the first thing I'm going to do is disconnect you, put you in a new army,
Yes, sir.
and have you create a front line there with the intention of retaking this. You will need a commander who is pretty good at attacking, so Katyn is going to be the man for that job. And then
Taking aim.
if you guys would then kindly split up.
Under fire.
You need to stop doing that. And then you are going to just hold on to Miami. Probably.
Ready. Orders.
Now I really would like to know why on earth I've been hemorrhaging so much manpower. I just need to get that recovery from the Civil War done sooner rather than later. Plus, you know, all the battles and things I've been fighting probably have had an impact. Right, let's move the Reds up to here.
Ready,
In
sir.
fact, I'm going to take a bit of a risk.
Ready, sir.
We're going to make this a field marshal line so that we can't lose this line's integrity. That didn't work.
Ready to move.
And that's actually pretty good. All I change is move you. Oh. No, not all the way up there. I didn't say that. Where the hell are you? Oi! Excuse me? Every time I try to drag you south, you go further north. Yeah, this system does not work. It's terrible.
Listen up.
What I could do is just make this into a giant front line, which I think would actually suit my purposes far better. Although, would it? No, sod that. I do want them to have individual orders. I'm just going to need to babysit them to make sure we don't get those huge gaps. So the Reds are going to be in the north. They're going to go up to Ryzan. The Blues are going to be down here from Ryzan south. Now the Blues, I basically want you going all the way down to the Caucasus to take Donkuban out. And then that's going to give me just Turkestan to deal with. Turkestan, I'd like you to take the Urals. Like so. Base strike is done. Sir, can I suggest that we just let Canada take Florida? Most Americans are kind of ashamed of the place. To be fair, it's Florida. You could totally lose that and not feel any negative effects whatsoever. Harsh! Yeah, it's a minor invasion. It's definitely something I can fairly easily contain. The main problem is just my lack of manpower, and I'm still not entirely sure why it's so lacking. Because it went up to about 30,000 then just stopped. In fact, once Mexico has taken this Australian army out, which they will do as soon as Veracruz, well, in fact, Veracruz has been retaken. So the Australians have no docks here, which means no supplies. Then once they've got to the Mexican border in the south, I can shift my infantry units up here. My infantry units are 40 combat width, so they should be quite a lot stronger than anything the enemy has. Nothing. Oh, this actually shows you how much manpower you need. Interesting. So I'm still short 20,000 manpower. Well, that's where my shortage is. Because I do gain it, and then it immediately disappears. Florida man fights back. Canadian invasion atop a drunk alligator. The fall of Rome. An Italian general just secured the surrender of the Eternal City. For days, Italian troops have fought through the suburbs, and while some of the swampy areas were still under papal control, the major highways through the centre of Rome and the Vatican was completely locked down. Papal soldiers have been seen dispersing into the low foothills surrounding the ancient capital of the Roman Empire. The Socialist Republic of Italy has been careful to announce that special military police are on hand in the city to prevent the looting of the St. Peter's Basilica and the Pantheon, and they are in negotiation with the Pope to see what autonomy the Vatican can retain while under Italian occupation. How will the Papal States recover from this? Press release. They won't.
Commands.
Why the hell are you guys so convinced of success? Palmo Togliatti has announced the cowardly papal nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of Italian forces throughout the country. Well done. That's all looking pretty positive. And so's that. Alright, let's do the counterattack. Begin! It's a fairly minor invasion, something I can easily contain. A. Hitler, June 6th, 1944. Touché. Yeah, these militia units are getting kind of chewed up by the rather more effective Canadians. So we are going to need to set up these guys over here. The intention of taking that. Then the other thing I need to do is grab you lot, cancel your current orders, and have you convoy raiding off the coast of Florida. In fact, you guys can also be convoy raiding off the coast of Florida.
Come on, move out!
I'm amazed at how chewed up these militia units are getting. That's crazy. That is a Canadian escort fleet, I suspect. So once my regular raiding fleets get back from China, we should be able to kick out their supply pretty easily. The Sudan has been long known as the land of religious firebrands and fierce peoples, a fact that even the British Empire at its peak was forced to discover at the end of the last century. Now it seems that the Egyptians are once again facing a serious revolt in the southern region, led by Abd al-Rahman al-Mahdi, the son of Muhammad Ahmad, the Mahdi of the original 1881 rebellion. Sultanate of Egypt has declared war on the Sudan. Yeah, Mexico has a lot of troops down here now, but they're being idiots and not guarding that one province, which is going to allow Costa Rica to, or Central America, capitulated Central America, to unite with these guys, meaning that they're not going to be out of supply. Oh, you morons. Another naval invasion. Where are these Canadians even coming from, and why was that not guarded? It's a naval yard. Yeah, okay, we clearly need a lot more militia units in America. The only reason I don't have them is the manpower shortage. I lost my cruisers? Damn you. Hi, didn't I tell you to go back to America? I'm pretty sure that I did. Okay, you're all off to Virginia.
Ready to move!
Alright, so these elite units
Ready, sir!
actually want up here near Charleston just to repel that invasion before they can reinforce it. Seeing as they already have a port up there. If you have enough mechanized, I can replace the militia infantry with mechs. I can, but that's going to be really expensive because I have a lot of militia. The whole job is just supposed to be holding the ports. I think the problem is I didn't have enough of them, so all the ports weren't being guarded. Because they're also responsible with keeping the Canadians under check. So that might have been where I was losing my manpower, as if the militia forces are under constant attack. New American syndicalism done. So let's get federalism and then power to the people. No, let's not. Let's do the social revolution so we can get the recruitable population factor under control. The land of the free and the home of the brave was anything but. We have a work cut out for us to rid America of corruption, racism and chauvinism. Yet first, we must tear up the very core of these things, the capitalist system itself. Now, when can I do improved working conditions? So I'd really like to do that before I actually recover my stability above 50, and I can't do it anymore.
Keep moving!
Oh, you know the other thing I could do? I happen to have an air force. Fighter, light bombardment. That would be perfect. In fact, that fighter group should probably be a 200. Okay, now we're sinking some of their stuff. That's more like it. And these are just my light cruiser fleets. My battleship fleets haven't actually arrived yet. We're still en route. And I'll bet a bunch of my ships haven't been getting built. No, they have been. As have a bunch of my military factories. Job's done. 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces. That's unfortunate. Can't quite contain that myself. And also my one unit in Miami died. Bugger!
Keep moving!
Meanwhile, in Russia, still making progress. We have a couple of our veterans back again now, which is nice.
Let them have it!
What traits do you have left? 2. I think you're getting guerrilla fighter is actually going to be fine. You have one more trait slot when you hit level 10. 10, 4, 8, 9. This is definitely one of the best commanders I've ever had. Level 8. Will I be annexing Canada into the new revolutionary America? Absolutely.
Ready to move.
My manpower is trying to go up, it's just not really succeeding. What the hell is absorbing it all? Reinforcement request. 721,000. That's up from 500,000. Fall of Vienna, the Habsburg capital, is lost. A few days ago, the German army pinned the remaining Austrian soldiers on the banks of the Danube, and rumour has it that the Austrian royal family fled while they could. Now the city is completely controlled by the German Socialist Republic. Its many artists and musicians living in apprehension of what will become of this cultural bastion of Europe. Of Europe. Oh, crikey. Well, that's a blow. Well, Italy is definitely going to go to the Socialist Republic of Italy. Just making sure I have enough points for this. I seem to be getting points very quickly. Okay, so let's start with that. So, Socialist Republic of Italy gets all of this. Who else is on our side? France, Batavia, Britain, Helvetic Commune. You're going to get those bits. That's a cool looking flag. The Union of Denmark. Otherwise, I think pretty much all of this is just going to go to France, and then they can just pop out whoever they want to pop out. Give Austria-Hungary to Switzerland. Well, I can certainly give the whole of Austria to Switzerland, and I don't feel too bad about doing that. Even if their flag is horrendous. Bohemia I'm going to give to Germany. Although Germany is already a puppet. I don't really like giving lands to puppets of puppets. Don't we have Greece on our side? No. So yeah, the rest I'm just going to give to France to turn into puppets. What? Oh, that's it. Haha, done. Commune of France took 49, Helvetic Commune took 8, Socialist Republic of Italy took 7, Poland, Austria, Hungary, Bohemia, 2 Sicilies, Papal States, Albania, Illyria, Galicia, Lodomeria, Romanian Republic and Serbian Republic have all been annexed. So the only enemies that we really have left is Turkestan Khanate, Mongolia and Donkuban Union. The French Republic and the German government in exile. possibly Japan. It's 1942. Yeah, playing as America is definitely ever so slightly OP. Oh, have you made it to Virginia? Yes, you have. Excellent. So we are now going to say convoy raiding in here. Have fun!
Ready. Move out.
Someone just got released. Could South America get any messier? Yes. Argentina could still be split between the Patagonian Workers' Union. Hungarian Socialist Republic has been released. Austria has been released. Romania, except for the middle bit, has been released. Oh man. Balkans are about to get even more balkanized.